The Tcas lesson will be covered in 3 sections. Let's begin with the introduction. Tcas provides warnings and vertical guidance to preserve altitude separation from other aircraft with altitude reporting transponders. Tcas will also provide warnings from transponder-equipped aircraft without altitude reporting capability. However, vertical guidance for separation will not be available. Tcas information is presented on the RAVSI and Tcas traffic display. Tcas controls are located on the transponder control panel and the Tcas traffic display. Selecting the TA position with the transponder function selector enables the transponder to operate normally, as well as provide Tcas traffic advisories. The TARA position enables normal transponder operation along with Tcas traffic and resolution advisories. Now let's look at the Tcas traffic display. When Tcas is activated, the Tcas traffic display depicts the position of nearby traffic relative to its own aircraft and uses the RAVSI to provide you with information on the vertical speed to fly or avoid to resolve an encounter. Range push buttons select a range in nautical miles for the traffic display. The auto push button alternates the display screen between pop-up and full-time modes. When in pop-up mode, the screen clears and remains blank until a traffic or resolution advisory appears in the surveillance range. Then all Tcas traffic is displayed. The screen automatically clears when the intruder is no longer a threat. Vertical display push buttons select vertical display limits. Above is used to select vertical display limits of altitude reporting traffic during climb of 9,000 feet above and 2,700 feet below. Normal is used to select vertical display limits of altitude reporting traffic during cruise of 2,700 feet above and 2,700 feet below. Below is used to select vertical display limits of altitude reporting traffic during descent of 9,000 feet below and 2,700 feet above. If Tcas is not operational, the amber No Tcas message will appear. Tcas fail will enunciate if the Tcas system has failed. TD fail will enunciate if the Tcas traffic display has failed. Tcas traffic is displayed at the appropriate bearing in relation to the fixed aircraft symbol. Traffic outside the display range will be shown as half the appropriate symbol. An open white diamond on the Tcas traffic display indicates non-intruding traffic with an altitude greater than 1,200 feet either above or below the airplane, or its distance is greater than 6 nautical miles from the airplane. A solid white diamond indicates proximate traffic with an altitude less than 1,200 feet either above or below the airplane, and its distance is within 6 nautical miles of the airplane. A solid amber circle indicates a traffic advisory. When a solid amber circle is displayed, an oral alert is provided.
Traffic.
Data tags are attached to each symbol to display relative altitude of the traffic when available. The relative altitude is presented as a 2-digit number indicating hundreds of feet. A plus or minus sign and placement of the information indicate if the traffic is above or below. If the traffic is climbing or descending at least 500 feet per minute, an arrow pointing in the appropriate direction is displayed beside the traffic symbol. If Tcas is unable to obtain bearing information on traffic, no bearing data will be displayed. Resolution advisories, or RAs, are provided to ensure separation from all altitude reporting aircraft. A resolution advisory is displayed as a solid red square and is considered an immediate threat. We'll now look at the RAVSI. When an RA requires a pilot adjustment, colored arcs are presented along the vertical speed scale. The green arc identifies the vertical rate to be flown and is called the fly-to area. The red arc identifies a restricted vertical speed. Oral alerts are provided to call attention to the RAVSI and complement the visual display.
Climb, climb, climb.
A VSI flag indicates one of the following: loss of or invalid vertical speed data, RAVSI failure, or power failure. An RA off flag indicates one of the following: RA Tcas function failure, the airplane is below 500 feet, Tcas is operating in TA mode, Tcas is operating in standby mode, or power failure. A Tcas flag indicates one of the following: loss of or invalid Tcas data, Tcas failure, or a test is in progress.